Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. So for today's tutorial we are going to learn data manipulation. In the previous video I uploaded, if you are yet to watch that, please, I would like you to go back and watch that. I'm going to put the link on the description box. Please go back and watch that. That was where I drafted out this basic bodice. That's for a half cut. Basic bodice for a half cut. So please go and watch it for you to understand better. So for today's tutorial we are going to learn data manipulation. That's how to manipulate this to get princess dart, the shoulder dart, and the rest of it. So in the previous video, like I said, I explained how I got this. If you can remember, I explained how I got this. So the next is I cut out different batches of this. So I just place it out and cut it out so that I can use it to explain. So I can use it, they are all the same. Like, okay, this is the back. Take note that this is the back and this is the front. I'll just explain using the front. So for the back, if you understand the front, you can actually, know how to do the front. So this is the back. So you can see. What I'll do now is to, just for you to understand properly, I will go ahead and all these lines, all this lines, I'm going to roll it back for you to understand much better. So as you can see, I've marked it all out. You can see it. So I'm going to keep this aside and then the first is that okay, for the shoulder dart, you want to manipulate this to the shoulder dart. What you're going to do is it depends on where you want the dart to be. It could be here or here, depending on where you want it to be. But for this tutorial I want it to be at the middle, at the midpoint. So what I'll do is to take note of the midpoint. What I have here is 4.5. I hope you can see it. 4.5, and the midpoint will be 2.25. That's 2.25 here. Then I'll draw a straight line to connect it to where I have my bust point. This is where I have my bust point here. Remember in the previous video how I drafted this, I came down 1 inch below my bust point, and then for this bust dart I also came out by 1 inch. So I'm going to connect a straight line to this bust point. I hope you can see it. This is it. So what I'll do is to open up here. Just stop exactly where you have your, just don't, make sure that you don't extend it down, just where you have your bust point. You see it. I'll open up here. Then the next is to close this dart. You can see it. So that's that. And I'm going to use a masking tape to this is much. I just a little. I just hope you understand the logic. So that's just it. You close it up. You can see it. So you have your shoulder darts. Now let me show you something. This is the basic front. This is for the front panel and this for the back panel. Remember that I told you that when you take in your dart, it's going to be the same. Now see it. Isn't it the same? It's the same. You see, after taking it in, the front and the back is going to align. It's going to be the same. So that's that. You see? So that's that. Let's princess dart. So for the princess dart, depending on where you want the curve to start, you can take the midpoint of this. You can take the midpoint of this. So the midpoint, let's say this is roughly 9.5. So the midpoint should be 9.5. That's 4.75, somewhere here. I can still decide to use 4. So for this, let me just use 4. Let me use 4. 4 is somewhere here. Now, sorry, so that you can see it properly. You see it? See it here. I can also just draw it out so that it will connect with this down. You can see it. So what I'll do is just to open up here, then stop at the bust point. Bust point. So you can see it. I'll go ahead and close here. Take note that I'm transferring, like what I'm doing is to transfer this bust dart to that's to the armhole, to the shoulder and the rest. There are different ways. There are different ways you can, you can easily transfer the bust dart to, even for the neck. You can transfer this bust dart to the neck. There are actually some styles on slash and spread method that you need to transfer your bust dart to that of the neck. So it all depends on what you want to do or what you want to sew. You can see it. And also when you bring back the back panel, remember at the initial state it was not the same. This is the back panel. Now at the initial state it was like this. You see, it was not the same. This was longer, but after closing it up, you see, it's now the same. It's now the same. You can see it. So you have your princess dart. So the next is to, okay, I would like to transfer this bust dart to this waist dart. Yes, you can actually do that. I'll transfer this bust dart to this waist dart. The only thing is to just to go ahead, open up here. Let me just cut it out. can see it. Then you close here. You see it. So I've transferred this to the waist dart. And when you bring back the back panel, you see, it's same. It's the same. So that's that for this. Then the last but not the least, there are different ways you can do it. There are different ways. You can actually transfer this to somewhere around the neck. Like I said earlier, there is a style like slash and spread method. Let's say you can actually transfer this to this. What you need to do is to just mark where you want it to be, depending on the style. It could be here, it could be here, it could be here. But I'll just do it here, somewhere here. Take note that you are connecting to the bust point. You see it. I'll go ahead, open up here. Then I'm transferring this bust dart to the neck. You can see it. So that's that. There are different ways to manipulate the darts. There are different ways, method you can use to manipulate those darts. So I hope you learned something from this video. If you do, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share with your friend, and also subscribe. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. I'll be there to answer your question. Thank you.